Hello at magandang kamalayan sa inyo lahat. At nandito na naman po ako. Ako po ang inyong guru o teacher dito sa ating online Kamalayan Lifelong Learning Center. At dito ay ginaganap natin ang ating class. Ako po si Tato Malay. At ang ating class ay spelled K-L-A-S-S. Yung nababasa niyo dyan, nakasulat dito ay Kamalayan Lifelong Kamalayan Learning Alternative Success System. At dito tayo sa At I'd like to say hello to some people who are already present in our class. At ito yung ating mga masugid. Tama ba yung word na masugid? Ito yung ating mga loyal na mga estudyante. Si Mines. Mines Los Angeles. Yung nakasulat sa kanyang Facebook account, Los Angeles. At, back to class yan. Ang daming SSSSS, back to class. Alright, thank you, Minds, for your long time support in our Kamalayan advocacy. At talagang nung pa sa Baguio ay talagang ito ay aking kumbaga utang na loob na malaki na talagang na feel ko na yung talagang tulong niya, yung support ay nandoon. At hanggang dito sa Manila, malapit na po ang gift. Okay. Alright, so ito ay ating sabi nga klase. At dito sa ating klase ay marami tayong tinuturo mga subjects, no? At hindi ko na isa-isahin yan sapagkat ngayong araw na ito ay may mahalaga akong gustong pag-usapan. Napakaganda nitong topic natin. We're still continuing our 20 qualities needed to survive in these pandemic times. Ito yung kailangan natin maisa buhay o mailagay natin sa buhay natin. Kasi nagbabago ang mundo natin ngayon. At ang mundo, nagbabago yan. At nagbago na nga siya. Pero ang kailangan natin talaga ay isang pagbabago, a new human being, which is actually the same, pero hindi naging, kumbaga parang hindi ito naging parang naintindihan ng karamihan, no? Actually, we are human beings, but we are originally first spiritual beings having a human experience. Having a human experience dahil we have a body. Yan yun eh. We have a body. We have a human body, physical body. Pero we are really spiritual beings inside this human body. Okay? So, pag ito naintindihan ninyo, medyo makikita ninyo na kakaiba na ang mangyayari sa ating mundo. Why? Because the original consciousness that we had, na thinking we were just human beings or we were just a physical, mga sama ng loob, yung mga sakit ng katawan. Okay, yun nga, sakit. Alright, I'd like to say hi also to Hil Sabado, our partner in our new website that we are now going to launch next week. Maganda itong website natin at dito ko kayo iimbitahan pumunta. Alright, you see me in Facebook, you see me in YouTube, in Twitter, in other social media platforms, no? Pero dito sa website, nandun lahat yan. So, yan ang kailangan nating makita na mabibigyan na natin ng buhay next week. Dahil ngayon, nilalagay na mga portions o mga iba-ibang mga features, no? So, matatapos yan by Sunday and by next week, siguro on Tuesday, pag nag-live ako uli, it's already from that website. Ang tabayanan ninyo, mangyayari na yan. I will announce kung ano yung link na yan soon. I'd like to say hi to Sandro Sobel as well and to Joey Bungkin. Alright, so aking lang sinishare sa aking iba-ibang mga pages na para at least yung mga nakakapanood doon or yung mga miyembro doon sa iba-ibang pages ko ay makakasabay din sila sa ating pag-uusap. Okay, so alright. Saan pa ba? Okay, give me just 2 minutes or 1 minute lang. Kasi madali naman ito. Sinishare ko lang siya para lang on air ako dun sa ibang platforms. No? So, malapit na. Padala kayo. Ako ay excited dito sa ating pag-uusapan ngayon dahil ako, marami kayong mapupulot na panibagong insights na kung saan ay akala nyo ay alam na ninyo itong mga bagay na ito. Yung pala, hindi. So, tabayanan ninyo. Huwag kayong mawawala dyan. At ito ay importanteng maintindihan nyo. Kasi hindi pwedeng hindi nyo maintindihan na maayos to Kasi ito ay talagang importante ngayon sa mga nangyayari sa buhay natin ngayon. No? Kasi akala natin ay tayo ay dumadaan sa isang parang kahirapan. No? Pero actually, this is just what we are now experiencing na tinatawag natin the Great Awakening or ito na yung kumbaga parang pagbabago. Okay, nasaan niyo siya? Bakit nawala na? Okay, anyway. Allah, nawala. Ano ba yan? Bakit siya nawala sa aking page dito? Anyway, so okay, siguro nababasa niyo sa aking that we are continuing our 20 qualities. So we are on our, I think, number 8 or 9 quality. 20 yan. So, kailangan natin ma-explain lahat yan. Okay, so, sobra na. Huwag na. Kaya ako na yan. I'd like to say hi to Je Espartero. And, sino pa ba? Si okay, si Sandro Sobel. Alright, so, umpisa na. Okay. Well, let's put it this way, no? Ang unang natin pag-uusapan ay itong quality na tinatawag natin na we are supposed to be creative. Okay? A Kamalayan learner is saan ko na muna? Passionate pala. Passionate. Yan, bago tayo pumunta sa creative. Ano ba ang passion? Kasi pag sinabing, I am living my passion. I am doing something that I'm passionate about. Ang trabaho ko, I am passionate na ginagawa ko. Okay. Hi, Rico Puzon. Kumusta na? Alright, I will read first what I wrote in my book before I do some explanations. Nothing big ever happens without passion. Intense passion is the key to bringing about a new world into existence. I am reading it from my book, Lessons I Never Learned in School, the 20 Qualities Needed. Actually, this is exactly what I wrote almost more than 15 years ago, no? And somehow, parang I predicted that there will be this change that will happen in this world. Na mangyayari itong pag-stop ng pag-ikot ng mundo. What I mean by pag-stop ng pag-ikot ng mundo, ito ay, kumbaga, lahat ng mga ginagawa natin, lahat ng mga nakagawian na natin, nakagisnan, titigil. And we will already be able now to really assess exactly what kind of life we would want to live. What kind of a new world would we want to create instead. Kasi kumbaga, itong kinalalagyan na natin ay talagang napakagulo na eh. Nandiyan na rin lahat yung pollution, violence, traffic, lahat. And all this, we're creating this unhappiness in our lives. And somehow, parang ang tanong dyan is, bakit ganoon? With all the advancement in technology na nga, bakit hindi tayo masaya? Ito na yung nangyayari. Because we never really understood who we are. Kung sino tayo. At kung ano yung talagang gusto natin. Kung ano yung magpapasaya sa atin. Kaya ito, sinulat ko ito, that these are the things that we need to really be able to actually learn and imbibe or put in our life, so that we can really now say that we are now really living our lives happily, that we are living here on earth in a heavenly manner. Kasi we're supposed to be in heaven. Di ba? Sabi nga ni Jesus dun sa Bible, the kingdom of God is at hand. The kingdom of God is within. The kingdom of God is here. So if we are now here, living in the kingdom of God, in the kingdom of heaven, in heaven, ang tanong bakit hindi tayo masaya? Yun na nga. Kasi nga, we forgot that we were spiritual beings having a human experience. Now, ito na yung in-explain ko ngayon na maayos. Tina Pexon Garcia. Tina Pexon used to be my, I would actually watch her, may mga programs before. She's a newscaster. Ako kung sa ABS-CBN yan dati. Anyway. So, hello, Tina. Okay, so to continue. To bringing about a new world into existence. We have to have that passion to create this new world now. We are now creating, actually, the world has created itself. Nag-shift na siya into another consciousness. Tayo ang kailangan sumabay dun sa pag-shift na yun. So we are now creating in our consciousness, this new consciousness, this new level. So we have to be passionate. Passion brings about intense results. It creates from the very core of energy that one is able to master in achieving certain results. All right. So what one is doing is a prerequisite. Enjoying what one is doing is a prerequisite to passion. Okay. Enthusiasm, focus, desire, discipline, and energy come naturally is present. Actually, all right, before I continue further reading this, our passion, sabi nga nung iba etong mga millennials, ito yung mga Generation Y or Generation X, whatever. Ang problema raw ng mga employers, para bang these people really they feel entitled. They want to live their passion. Ang tanong, alam ba nila kung ano yung talagang when you say you're passionate about something, do you know really what it means? Okay, ang tanong ko sa inyo ngayon is, what is the difference between enthusiasm and passion? I talk about enthusiasm a lot. Why? Because, sabi ko nga, enthusiasm, the definition of enthusiasm, it comes from the Greek root word entheos, God within. Entheos means en is within, theos is God. So, the God within us is the one that makes us feel whatever we want to do or what we want to have, that will make us happy. Yun ang importante. Enthusiasm is the one that makes you happy. If you don't know what makes you enthusiastic, Kasi ito yung, kailangan, you have to know first what will make you happy, what will make you enthusiastic. Kasi, yun ang key word. To know what will make you happy is to find out what makes you enthusiastic. So if you're enthusiastic about something, yun ang kailangan tutukan mo. That's where you should focus on. Ano yun? Ano yung bagay niyo? Kasi that is what is maybe your gift. That is what God is telling you. You have to know first, be able to know what would make you happy or what would make you enthusiastic before you become passionate about it. Kasi, ito yun. Okay, so, para malaman yung diferensya ng passion and enthusiasm. Passion comes from something, for example, something from the past. Kaya siguro the word past, nandun P-A-S, pero I'm just making it up. Pero yung passion, past. Kasi, okay, ganito yan. Marami sa atin, may mga ginagawa tayo ngayon. Sinasabi natin, talagang driven ako ngayon. I'm passionate about this because I want to prove something. May pinanggagalingan. You want to prove something. Ano yung pinanggagalingan na yun? Siguro, lumaki ka sa kahirapan. Marami sa atin, ganyan ang kalagayan. Nasa kalagayan tayo na kahirapan. And we want to prove that we can become better. Kasi talagang kailangan kong magawa yung pagbabago sa buhay ko. Kaya, I will do it. Whatever it takes. Ang tanong dyan is, gusto mo ba yan talaga? O kasi, kaya mo lang gusto gawin yan dahil malaking sweldo. Kasi ang gusto mo is yumaman ka. You are passionate about becoming rich. Pero the thing here is, merong trabaho na hindi mo naman talaga gusto. Hindi ka masyado masaya, pero gagawin mo. Well, that is your one. That is your choice. So, walang problema doon. Masaya. Ang tanong dyan is, okay. Again, I will continue reading my book. The chameleon learner passionately helps others discover and understand themselves better. He opened their minds to a level of thinking where they become curious to learn many skills and subjects especially needed for a new world. So we become passionate about so many things. All right, John, no problem with that. Learners always aggressively look for opportunities to promote their message to the public, whether they are in a conference, meeting, on radio and television, on the phone, school, wherever. They want an audience to listen to the importance of their message. They're passionate kasi pag passionate ka talagang, you can see yung mga born-again preachers, talagang they're passionate about what they are doing. So talagang wala silang pakialam. And so is their audience. Okay, so yun ang passion. Now the thing here is, are you happy? Kasi nga, where will you know which ones will make you happy? Doon pala sa umpisa, dapat marirealize mo kung ano yung mga magpapasok. That's why nga, importante yung enthusiasm muna. Make you feel enthusiastic. Doon muna tayo before we go into passion. Okay? Ano yung mga mabagay na magbibigay sa atin ng enthusiasm? Whatever there is. Sa umpisa pa lang, tignan mo muna. I-try mo muna lahat. And then find out if you're enthusiastic about it. How would you know you're enthusiastic about it? You're happy doing it. Okay? So, at first naman, marami sa atin, okay ito, okay. Nang medyo pressure on them. They feel they're not so happy with it anymore. Okay lang, at least you tried. You wanted to know exactly what would make you happy. Ngayon, kailangan kasi talaga, matranscend mo na yun. Kasi the moment, you choose to be passionate with something that you are now enthusiastic about. This is where discipline would come in. Kasi, kung ano man yung kunyari gusto mong i-develop sa iyo. Like for example, you want to be a musician. You want to become a pianist, huh? A pianist. All right. If you want to play the piano, kasi masarap mag-piano, ha? I mean, enjoy yan. Nakakaingit yung mga talaga pag tinitignan mo, pinapanood mo yung mga taong marunong tumugtog. Maingit ka sa kanila. So you would want to learn. Kaya lang to continue doing something with passion, with enthusiasm pa rin. Pero ito, with passion na. Kasi you're putting in discipline already in what you're doing. You're passionate already about this thing. So, tuloy-tuloy na. Pero at least, alam mo, nag-umpisa ka dyan, pinili mo yan, masaya ka dyan. Yan ang masarap eh. At least, alam mo, gusto mo yan. Ang mahirap kasi sa iba, they become passionate about something without really knowing why they are so engrossed already into something na nare-realize nila, hindi pala nila talaga gusto in the first place. Kaya lang, napagaya lang sila sa ibang tao, sa mga kasama nila. Kaya nila ginagawa. No? So, ito yung importante. To know the difference between passion and enthusiasm. Both are important. But enthusiasm is more of something na kailangan nating matuunan muna. Mabigyan ng pansin. Kasi, diyan mo malalaman kung ano yung, hi, enthusiasm. Present ka na, ha? Good day, Sir Tato. Okay, so you're not absent. Okay, ito nga, babalikan natin. So, when you're enthusiastic about something, at least you know you're happy with it. And this is what I am trying to address first. This is what I want to make people realize first. Find out first what will make you happy before you really become committed to it, before you really become so passionate with it. Kasi the passion will not come if you're not enthusiastic first with it. Alright. So, importante na maging enthusiastic ka muna. Alright. So, nakita lang natin yung diferensya ng passion and enthusiasm. Halos pareho siya. Pero, yung isa kasi, it is more specific. Enthusiasm is doing something that will make you happy. Being passionate about something or doing something with passion doesn't necessarily follow that you are supposed to be happy with it. You're doing it lang because you want to achieve something. You have a purpose. You have a reason why you're doing it. Kaya talagang gusto mong matuloy-tuloy yan. And nothing can really be achieved without that passion. No? Kaya ang tanong dyan is, sana inumpisa mo muna with enthusiasm. Doon mo muna in-assess kung ano yung gusto mong maging passionate with. Kasi importante talaga that we know what will make us happy. Okay? Kasi ang dami sa atin, natapos na yung panahon nila in terms of yung career. Marami silang ginawa. Meron silang trabaho na for 40 years or 50 years. Pinagtiyagaan nila. Ngayon ang word, pinagtiyagaan. Pinagsikapan. Pinagtiyagaan. Pinaghirapan. Walang problema doon. Pero ang tanong, masaya ka ba? Yan ang isang bagay na talagang masasabi nating importanteng masagot natin. Kasi at the end, okay, natapos na, nag-retire ka na. Ang babalikan mo ngayon is, parang may kulang eh. Parang yun na lang ba yun? Kasi yun ang mangyayari sa sa assessment mo sa ginawa mo for the longest time. Eh. Parang may kulang, parang empty ako. Yes, I was successful, pero I feel empty. Why? Because you were not happy. You were not into it. Kasi hindi mo muna tinanong ang sarili mo, will this really make me happy? Or is this making me happy? Kasi, ang sabi nga nila, hindi importante raw ang maging masaya. So, don't follow your bliss, sabi nga nila. Marami nagsasabing ganyan mga ibang motivational speakers. Sabi, don't follow your bliss. Just do what you want to do and whatever there is. Kaso nga, at the end, yes, you will be successful. But at what expense? Your health? Your happiness? Kasi your relationships? Kasi you will look for happiness elsewhere. Kung hindi mo nakita yung happiness niyan sa trabaho mo, somehow in your relationships, baka bawiin yan eh. Maghahanap ka ngayon ng magpapasaya parang iba sa'yo, bukod doon sa asawa mo. Kasi you're not happy doing what you want eh. You're not happy with your job eh. Kahit na successful ka dyan, naging bilyonaryo ka dyan, but you feel empty. Why? Because you're not happy. That's why, ito importante na maintindihan ninyo talaga. Find out first what will make you enthusiastic before you become passionate about it. Alright? May tanong ba kayo? Kasi, ito, importante talaga ito na maintindihan ninyo. Marami sa atin talaga, hindi alam ang gusto nila. Hindi nila alam, gagraduate na, or nakagraduate na, they still don't know what they want. They still don't know what will make them happy. Hi, hello, Carmela Antonio. Kumusta na? Okay, importante kasi yan eh. Dito, sa bagong mundo na ating kine-create ngayon, we are not creating a new world. We are creating a new person. This is where now we are more concerned about who you are. That's why we have to be able to understand what will make us happy. But what will make us happy will not really be known. Hindi natin kagad malalaman yan kung hindi natin kilala ang sarili natin. So we have to really be aware of who we are. Okay. Now we go to the next quality that we need, no? Again, passion is important. That's number one. That's a number 10 quality that we have to have. But more than passion as well, enthusiasm, enthusiastic is really important because that determines what will make us happy. All right. The next quality is a Kamalayan learner is creative. Okay? I will read again what I wrote in my book. Creative. He creates his desires first through his thoughts and manifests them through his actions. He creates his desires through his thoughts and manifests them through his actions. Ano yun? Ibig sabihin, he creates. We are all, as I've said, spiritual beings. Since we are spiritual beings, we are one with the source. We are one with that spirit. We are one with that God. We are one with that creator. And if we are one with that creator, we can also create. That's why we have that power. That's why that divine power within us. Kanina ko pa sinasabi that God within, that God power in us. That is the thing that can create for us whatever we want to have or what we want that will make us happy. That is that power. We have that superpower. More than superpower na, we have that God power. Kung ako ay magtatanggal ang aking damit dito, makikita nyo, hindi S. Letter G ang nakalagay dyan. Ano yun? God. That God power is inside me. Okay, true, sabi ni Carmela. Okay. Destinies are created first by thinking, doing, and by being. We have to be. Alright? I will read first everything. Whenever, or whatever the Kamalayan learners want to create and make happen in their lives, they imagine it first in their minds. Kasi nga, nasa atin muna yan. We have to imagine it first within us. They believe that everything that happens to them is always a result of their own thoughts and actions. Lahat ng lumalabas sa ating mundo start first from within us. It starts first from what we are thinking about, what we are feeling, what we are focusing on, what we are desiring. So bago mo ma-experience na sa labas, na-experience mo muna yan sa loob, kalooban mo. Creativity happens when one thought mingles with another thought. The sum of both thoughts combined with a particular feeling or an emotion will manifest and be created outside depending on the level of consciousness we have. Yan, maganda. Itong paragraph ko sinulat ito. We are creating everything through our thoughts and our feelings. There is that combination. Combine natin. Because without feelings, kung hindi mo feel itong naiisip mo, yung gusto mo, walang feeling yan. Wala yan. Hindi lalabas yan. Hindi mangyayari yan. But, sabi nga, ito, depende yan sa consciousness level natin. Siguro, tayo ay naririndi na sa araw-araw natin nadidinig na itong pangyayari about this franchise. About ABS franchise. Ano ba yung franchise na yan? Kasi, bakit ba importante yung franchise na yan? So, ito yun. No? Pag meron kang franchise, prangkisa, di ba, katulad na lang ng mga ibang business, no? Pag meron kang franchise to be a Jollibee, pag nabigyan ka ng Jollibee franchise, so, sabihin, pwede ka mag-put up ng isang Jollibee restaurant kasi you are given that franchise. Ganon din dito sa ABS, they have this franchise to operate a television station and a radio station, or radio stations for that matter, and television stations. Kung wala yung franchise, hindi ka mabibigyan. Bakit? Kasi ang frequency, yan, may word tayo ng frequency na gagamitin. Ang mga frequency natin sa radyo, limited. Ang mga frequency natin sa television, limited. Ngayon, punong-puno na yung frequency na yan. Mag-apply ka ngayon ng bagong frequency, sasabihin mo gusto mong magbukas ng radio station or ng TV station, hindi ka mabibigyan dahil puno ang mga frequency. Ngayon, meron nagkaroon ng opening dahil nawala yung franchise ng isa, ng ABS. So, meron ngayong franchise. So, pwede yan mabigay sa iba or pwedeng makuha uli ng ABS. Depende yan. But whoever would hold that franchise, doon sa frequency siya magbo-broadcast. Kasi yung franchise, there's nothing there. You just have the right to operate a radio station. You have the right to operate a station, a radio station or a television station using that frequency. Kunyari, ang frequency ng ABS-CBN sa TV is Channel 2. So, lahat ng programa nila na kine-create nila, lalabas sa Channel 2. Ang radio station sila, DCMM. Yung lahat ng programa nila, dahil may franchise sila to operate a radio station. Pero ang pwede lang nila i-operate dahil yung frequency na nakuha nila is sa number 630 sa radio station. Doon sa dial, 630. Yun ang frequency. Alright? Intindihin nyo ito ha. Sabayan nyo ako dito. Kasi pag hindi nyo ako nasabayan, hindi nyo maintindihan itong kamalayan. So, ang ABS, doon sa Channel 2, pinalalabas yung programa nila. Nandun kasi yung frequency sa Channel 2. They cannot show it in Channel 7 because ang may-ari ng Channel 7 is GMA. Nandun ang frequency ng Channel 7. Okay, so ang frequency ng ABS, dati, kung makukuha pa nila, ay nasa Channel 2. Okay. Ngayon, yung sa radio naman, DCMM, sa radio 630. Saan ang DCWB? Yung sa GMA 7. Nasa, ano ba? DCWB is, I forgot now, 646? Whatever. Yeah, magkakasunod yan eh. Kasi, tama, 630 tapos 646. So, ganyan, may mga, ano yan, bakit may frequency? Hindi ba pwedeng sumingit doon between frequencies of other stations? Kasi may puwang yan eh. Hindi. Kasi manggugulo ka lang sa mga frequencies ng ibang stations. Yan ang magiging problema mo pag mapasok ka. As a matter of fact, before, there was this radio station, DCRH, NBC, came up with parang radio signals na may mga frequencies siya na mas mahina, pero it would broadcast within the frequencies of the existing stations. Dati, napa-under yun eh. As a matter of fact, some of my friends got that frequency, that satellite, na nagkaroon sila ng radio station. They could broadcast. Pero to a certain community lang. Pero papasok ka doon sa may pagitan ng dalawang stations. Umangal ang KBP. Umangal yung ibang station sa KBP dahil na-istorbo nga yung station sa iba. Dahil somehow parang umaagaw sila ng signal. So nagkakaroon ng distortion yung sound. So, na-cancel. So, hindi na tuloy. So, in other words, kung there are several stations right now allowed on that frequency level, yun lang yung meron. Okay, so naintindihan na niyo kung ano yung sabihin doon. So, doon napupunta ang mga signals ng bawat stasyon, sa mga bawat frequency. Ngayon, sa kamalayan, sabi ko nga ito binasa ko na depende yan on your consciousness level. Kasi yung consciousness level mo, kung ano yung dinidesire mo, doon mo malalaman kung manifest mo nga ang isang bagay. Alright, if you want, for example, to manifest or to attract a house and lot na malaki, maganda, mansyon, ang tanong dyan is, are you able to match that frequency? Kasi doon ka pupunta doon sa level ng mansion na yun eh. May frequency yan. Kailangan mamamatch mo yun. At ano yung paano mo mamamatch yan? Itataas mo yung, yung kamalayan mo to match that frequency. The moment you match it, it's yours. So pwede ka doon. Ganun yun eh. That's the explanation of what I am trying to drive at. So, if you want the best in life, you have to match the frequency. Like for example, you want to be a billionaire. Okay? Hindi na millionaire. A billionaire. Do you know the frequency that you have to have? The vibration rather. Kasi yung nga pala, yung frequency pala, bago pumunta sa frequency ang isang stasyon, yung sa studio nila, they have a tower, at doon sa tower na yun, may satellite signal sila, nagbibigay sila ng signal, nagva-vibrate yung signal nila doon pupunta, yung pag-vibrate ng signal na yun, at a certain level, cycles per minute, mga revolution per minute, yan. So, pag-ikot nun, nagmamatch yun kung anong frequency yun. Ganun ang nangyayari dyan. So, eto ngayon, yung billionaire consciousness, namamatch mo ba yung frequency niyan through your vibration? What do you mean by vibration? Your feeling, your feelings, your emotions, those create vibrations. So, yung mga nararamdaman mo, feel mo ba how to be a billionaire? Feel mo ba ang isang taong bilyonaryo? Ano ang bilyonaryo na kamalayan? pumunta ka sa mall. Pag pumunta ka sa mall, bibili mo mga bagay-bagay na kursunada mo. Ano ang kamalayan ng isang bilyonaryo pag namimili siya? Pag nakita niya isang bagay, tinitignan ba niya ang presyo? O hindi? Sasabihin lang niya, ito gusto ko to. Kunin mo na yan. Ito gusto ko ito, akin na yan. Tayo, kadalasan, ay, magkano yan? Titignan natin muna yung nasa level, sa label. Magkano ito? Ay, naku, mahal ito. Huwag na yan. So, what does that mean? If you are like that, na tinitignan mo yung presyo muna, at pag mahal, ay, maghahanap ka na mas mura. You don't match that billionaire consciousness or billionaire mindset. Kasi as I've said, ang bilyonaryo, they will never look at the prices. They will just say, oh, I like that. O sige, akin na yan. Bilhin ko na yan. Kasi he knows, he can have it. He can buy it. So yan ang tanong. Anong level lang ng kamalayan mo? Alright, marami sa atin, hindi tayo nakakaangat dyan sa level na yan. Kaya tayo mahirap eh. Kasi, ang iniisip natin ay mahirap tayo. Meron lang tayo ng konti. Hindi tayo marami. Wala tayo ng marami. When in fact, if you really are a child of God, if you are a child of God, if you are, sabi mo nga, kung anak ka ng Diyos, ikaw ay tagapagmana, di ba? Di ba kung anak ka ng bilyonaryo, tagapagmana ka ng tatay mo, ng nanay mo. You are the sole heir. Depende yan kung magkano ibibigay sa'yo. Pero basically, assured ka ng malaking amount. What if you are a child of God? How does it feel? Feel mo ba na maging anak ka ng Diyos? Feel mo ba na maging, kasi pag anak ka ng Diyos, feel mo ba maging Diyos? Yan ang maraming hindi nila matanggap na hindi nila ma-feel maging Diyos. Bakit? Feel nila, tao lang sila. Pero anak nga tayo ng Diyos We are spiritual beings Bakit mo hindi ma-feel na anak ka ng Diyos? At pag anak ka ng Diyos, lahat ng may-ari, lahat ng nasa kaharian ng Diyos, pwede mapasa iyo. So, bakit hindi mo mailagay yan sa iyong kamalayan o sa iyong kalooban? Diyan tayo nagkakaroon ng malaking problema. Ayan, sabi ni Sandro Sabelhao, so ako pala may pagka-billionaire mindset. I buy without knowing the price. Pag gusto ko, gusto ko. Exactly. Oh, alright. Very good. Ako nga okay, ganito yan. Ako, gusto ko mga bagay. Like, I wanted, experience ko na ito. That's why I can share this because I have done it. I will not share anything that hindi ko nagawa. Kaya hindi niyo pwede sabihin na bobola ako. I wanted to travel. I wanted to travel the world. And I have traveled the world. And I didn't have money. But money was not a problem in my case. Bakit? Nisip ko, bakit? Alak ako ng Diyos So I could travel. Whatever that would entail, I don't mind. I don't care. Basta ako, I want to travel. And so, anong ginawa ko? Alright, I went to the travel agencies. And bago yan, pumunta muna ako sa foreign, sa foreign affairs. What did I do? I got a passport. Gusto mo mag-travel, hindi kumuha ka muna ng passport. Paano ka mag-travel wala kang passport? So, wala akong savings, wala akong pera, wala akong whatever. Pero I wanted to travel, but I had to do one thing first. I needed a passport. So, I got a passport. So, okay. So, nakakuha na ako ng passport. So, ito ngayon, anong kailangan kong gawin? I wanted to really now look at the places, yung mga lugar na gusto kong puntahan. Kailangan i-identify ko muna. Ano ba ang gusto ko? So, alam ko na kagad ang mga gusto kong puntahan. I wanted to go to the US. I wanted to go to the United States. I wanted to go to Asia first also as well. To Hong Kong, Singapore, whatever, Japan, yan. Alright, so lahat yan gusto ko. Lahat yan iniisip ko na mapupuntahan ko. At I was so happy thinking about them. Kasi kailangan masaya ka ba kung makuha mo yan? Kasi pag hindi ka naman masaya, bakit mo gusto? Bakit mo gagawin ang isang bagay na hindi ka naman pala masaya? So ito ngayon ang ginawa ko. I went to the travel agencies. I asked for brochures. Kausap yung mga travel agents. Humingi ako ng mga brochures ng mga countries na gusto kong puntahan. At nag-i-inquire ako, magkano itong plane fare, ganito, magkano kung package with hotel accommodation. Yan, parang talagang bibili ka na ng ticket. Pero wala akong pera, ha? Wala akong dala-dalang cash. Wala akong cash pambili. But I knew I would be able to travel. But I had to get that feeling already of being able to really get to see it first happen in my mind. So nung nakita ko yung mga pictures sa brochure, wow, ganda, galing. Oh, feel ko na kagad. All right, so what happened was miracles of all miracles. All the offers came to me. All right, how? Like, for example, during that time I had a radio program. I was just having a program. I had listeners. Mga listeners ko, karamihan dyan, kasi I was having a program in Radio Veritas. Karamihan dyan, mga matatanda na. So, sorry. Sabagay. May edad na. Yan. And so, during that time, pagkabata-bata pa ako noon, merong isang nakikinig sa akin program na isang mother. Sabi niya, alam mo, gusto kong pakilala sa iyo yung anak ko na nagtatrabaho sa Hong Kong. She works in a finance company. And I want you to meet her. Sabi ko, okay, I'll meet her. The moment she comes back here, let's arrange. I can meet her in your place if you want me to go to your house. No, sabi niya, I want you to meet her in Hong Kong. Ay, okay. Sabi ko, hindi ko naman inisip na, sa Hong Kong pala, di okay lang. Pero sabi niya, okay, I will take you with me to Hong Kong. I will personally bring you to Hong Kong to introduce you to my daughter. Aba, sabi ko, akala ko naman ang bobola lang, okay lang, hindi ko naman inintindi. Hanggang mamaya, may dumating na nga sa akin mga tickets. Sabi ko, bakit may ticket ako dito? Round trip ticket to Hong Kong. And may hotel. Sabi ko, bakit? Tinawagan ko yung kwan. Tita, bakit binigyan niyo ako ng ticket? Di ba sabi ko sa'yo, dadalhin kita sa Hong Kong dahil gusto kong makilala mo yung anak ko. Sabi ko, wow, nakakaya naman. Sabi, hindi, nandyan na yan. Kailangan bayad na yan. Kailangan sumama ka. May choice ba ako? Of course, meron. Pero I chose to go. So I went. Libre. Thank you. So I went to Hong Kong with her. I stayed in the hotel. Tapos, the following day, lunch kami. I met the daughter. Hindi naman ako na-type nung daughter. Ayaw ko kung bakit hindi niya ako type. Okay lang. But what happened was, I went to Hong Kong. So, na-fulfill ko na yung trip ko na yun. Hanggang mamaya, eto na, marami na akong successive trips na ganyan na. So, tuloy-tuloy na yan. I would get free tickets from everywhere. I wasn't paying for anything. Wala akong, but this is what I'm trying to say. Because we are now creating what we want. Everything will just manifest. That's why nga, walang imposible. Hindi porke sabihin mo mahal yan, hindi mo na magagawa o hindi mo na makakamit. Sabi nga sa'yo, money is not the problem here. The problem here with us is we don't know what we want. Now, if you are able not to identify what you want, forget the money. Go for what you want. Katulad ko, I didn't go for the money. I just went for what I want. I wanted travel. So, nakuha ko lahat ng travel ko. So, I practically traveled all over the world. Hindi ko nakikwento yun. Nasa ibang videos ko. You want to learn more about my other trips. So, I'm just explaining it kasi nga, I need you to understand that we are really creators. We can create. As a matter of fact, we cannot create anymore because everything had been created. We just have to claim or to attract. Ang tanong is, bakit hindi mo na-attract yung mga bagay-bagay? Kasi nga, hindi mo na ma-match. Yan yung problema sa atin. Hindi natin na ma-match. Kasi nga, nandun tayo dun sa napakababang kamalayan. Kaya nga ito, sa ating ginagawa rito sa kamalayan program natin, sa kamalayan class natin, sa kamalayan learning alternative success system, you can just see the words, read the words in my class. Kamalayan learning alternative success system. I am not teaching you here to become rich in terms of money to be able to achieve your dreams. Because there is an alternative way to achieve that kind of success without money. And somehow, mas madali ito. Kesa sa magre-raise ka ng malaking pera. Marami nga dyan, yumaman nga. At what age? Nung nag-retire na sila, doon na nila nakuha yung pera na gusto nila gagastos doon sa dreams nila. Bakit at that late age na? Bakit hindi pa noong kabataan? Kasi nga, wala daw silang pera pa. At lahat ng pera darating pag nag-retire na. Baligtad kami dito. Kaya alternative kami. Different. Sa amin, dito sa Kamalayan, habang bata ka, sige, go. But you have to know what your dreams are. You have to know what you really would want to have or to achieve that will make you happy. Pero kung hindi mo alam yan at sasabihin mo imposible, wala tayong problema. Wala na akong magagawa dyan. Ikaw may problema. Okay, to continue. Alright, Kamalayan learners are innovators. They decide on what to do and then look for strategies on how to make it happen. There is nothing impossible to them. They set it first in their minds, and they set it first in their minds. Kamalayan learners begin to work on what they have imagined in their thoughts and turn it into a reality. Yun ang ginagawa ng mga katulad nating katulad kong Kamalayan learners. Kamalayan, everyone has a God. Okay, to continue. Everyone has a God-given talent. Where would you now find this God-given talent? Yun na. Do you have that will make you happy? Because your talent is something that will make you happy. Because it is God-given. Diba? And Theos niya is God within. So, find out first everything that will make you happy. See, if your talent is in dancing, find out if it will make you really happy. If it is in singing, or yun yung kailangan mong malaman mo na God-given talent mo. Kasi that is something that you have to be passionate with later on. Remember, you have to develop your God-given talent with passion and with discipline. It is a unique gift that one has to discover and develop. It is what one does with this talent that becomes his contribution to the service of humanity. In the service of the Filipino people, sabi nga sa ABS-CBN, ano yung talent mo? Ano yung, kahit katulad ng mga taga-ABS, yun yung service nila to the people. Their talent, their way of hosting, their speaking, their singing, their acting, their dancing. So yun yung binibigay nila in the service of the Filipino. So that is our service to humanity, that God-given talent. The Kamalayan learner is a co-creator with God. He expresses through his talent the message needed to transform the world. He is able to communicate in a creative manner the idea that will touch the mind and hearts of people. All right, why do we want to do that kind of thing, that yung talent natin? Bakit natin gusto gawin yan? Bakit natin gusto kumanta? Bakit natin gusto umarte? Ang maraming rason ng karamihan dyan, ito ang maling rason. Ang sinasabi nila kadalasan, kasi gusto kong yumaman. Gusto ko sumikat. Okay, walang masama doon. Kaya lang, kung yun lang ang gusto mo, kaya mo gustong gawin yung talent na yan, that's a very, I would say, shallow, I would say, goal. Yung pagyaman o yung pagsikat. Yan ang hindi dapat mong kuwan. That's actually more of an attitude problem. Kung yun lang ang goal mo pala, na sumikat ka at yumaman. Dahil doon sa talent mo, na gusto mong ipagmalaki. Magaling akong maganda ako, mahusay akong artista, mahusay akong atleta. Dahil pinagayabang mo lang. Gusto mo lang pala sumikat. Pero if you are doing this because you are enjoying it in the first place, because dapat ang reason mo, kasi ito yung nagpapasaya sa akin. Masaya ako. Yun ang dapat mong sinabi. Hindi yung gusto ko kasi sumikat. Hindi yung kasi gusto ko yumaman. Mali. Kailangan, gusto ko kasi gawin, gusto gawin ito dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa akin. Ito yung nagbibigay sa akin ng meaning. Ito yung nagbibigay sa akin ng purpose. Ito yung nagbibigay sa akin ng buhay. Kaya ako ito ginagawa. Yan ang dapat mong isipin mo. And pag ganyan ang umpisa mong iniisip, the money and the fame will come later on. It will just come naturally. Kaya dapat ang purpose mo muna, ang tanongin mo muna is, masaya ka ba? At kapag ginagawa mo to, nai-inspire mo ba ang mga tao? Kasi iba, ayun ako, mga fans ko yan, mga believe sa akin yan. Ganun lang dating ng ibang artists. Galing-galing ko. Kaya ito, ang dami kong fans. Mga naluloko ko yan. Ayan. Ganyan ang iniisip nila. Mga nauuto-uto ko yan. Ayan. Pag ganyan ang kon mo, your talent is not something that is, I would say, true. Ang ginagawa mo lang yan dahil para bang for another purpose na, yun na nga, to your own advantage lang. But if you're doing this because you are sharing that happiness, that while you are happy, you are also making other people happy. Hindi ba kaya tayo nanonood ng mga concerts? Dahil pag pinapanood natin yung mga kumakanta, ang saya-saya nila eh. Di ba? Pag nakikita natin yung pagkanta nila na masaya sila, para tayo nasasaya na rin. Pero pag nakita natin na may problema sila, at kumbaga parang habang kumakanta sasabihin nila na pare, pasensya na lang medyo may problema ako kaya hindi ako masyadong nasa mood ngayon mag-perform. Kayo ba? may enjoy pa ninyo yung ganong klaseng performance ng isang artist na kung saan nagbayad kayo para panoorin, tapos sasabihin para bang wala ako sa mood eh. No. Because an artist always would actually just, the moment he performs, kanyan, kahit na sabihin mong ilang beses na niya kinakanta yung kantang yan dahil yun ang hit song niya, paulit-ulit, but because he loves what he's doing, wala sa kanya. He enjoys. That's the key word. He is happy and he enjoys what he's doing. That's why you cannot be passionate about something na sasabihin mong pinaghihirapan ko ito, pinagtitiisan ko ito. So maraming ganyan, nagdurusa. Katulad, kaya nga yung passion, the word passion is associated with the passion of Christ. Kaya tayo nagtitiis. Dahil nakita natin si Jesus naghirap. Kaya akala natin lahat ng kailangan natin gawin, paghihirapan din natin. Kasi nag-sacrifice, nag-suffer si Jesus, kaya kailangan mag-suffer kita. Mali eh. Kasi kapag ikaw, you are actually happy with what you're doing, you don't have to suffer. Kaya nga yung mga basketball players, hindi work ang ginagawa nila. They earn a lot of money, but they are playing. The word is play. They play basketball. They don't say they work basketball. They play basketball. The singing. Ako ay masayang kumakanta. I am actually just, like for example, I'm playing the piano. I am not saying I'm working the piano. I am playing the piano. Playing. The word play. Hindi ba masarap? Kaya kailangan maintindihan natin. Kaya ang itong nangyari sa mundo natin ngayon, ito nangyari maybe pasalamat lang tayo that this is more of a lesser evil, yung COVID-19. Rather than if we had a nuclear war. If we had a nuclear war, mas nakakatakot, mas peligroso, mas tayo ay mangangamba. Of course, dito nangangamba rin tayo, but hindi tayo masyadong takot. As a matter of fact, nakikita nga natin mga tao, reckless nga eh. I mean, they don't care about this pandemic, no? Pero as I've said, this is something that is now bringing about a shift in consciousness. Tumigil na nga lahat eh. Tinigil na nga yung trabaho natin eh. Ang tanong is, bakit pa natin gusto balikan yung mga ginagawa natin na hindi naman nagpapasaya sa atin? Now is the time to really now find out what would make us happy. What would we want to really be passionate with? But first, we have to know what would make us enthusiastic. Because enthusiasm is something that we can find happiness. We have to, kasi when you say you are enthusiastic, entheos, the God within you, that means you are feeling that joy first when you do it. So you have to try everything. You have to try so many things to find out what would make you feel enthusiastic before you become passionate about whatever you want to be passionate with. So, yan ang ating dalawang qualities na pinag-usapan ngayong araw na ito. And it's a very important thing to learn now. We now really have to be more aware as to who we are. All right. Okay. Ito nga sa creativity, alam niyo sa eskwelahan, hindi itinuro sa atin how to really be creative. What happened to us was a disaster sa school. What happened ba? Okay. Ganito yan eh. When we enrolled, they just focused on the left side of the brain. And what was that? They gave more emphasis on subjects like mathematics, science, yung mga ganyan, mga bagay. And left brain yan eh. Okay. So, yung mga bagay na kailangan natin gawin, We have to now think logically. We have to think. Kaya yung math, importante maituro yan kasi that's how we think logically. That's how we were taught how to think logically. So, yun ang naging ko natin. We just focused on the left brain. Ang tanong dyan is, what happened to the other brain? On the right side of the brain is the creative side. When we talked about creativity, there's nothing in school that was taught to us when it comes to creativity, because creativity was more on the right side of the brain. But eto lang nga, nagbabago na nga. So sana nga, sabi ko nga before we really start again our school season or school year, sana nga sabi ko madelay sana na matagal-tagal pa to change the curriculum and more to focus on a new curriculum. Well, we already started on it. Kaya lang hindi pa ganun nabigyan ng emphasis. We were exposed already to what we call multiple intelligences. Ito yung sinasabi nga natin na the visual intelligence, spatial, yung everything. Okay, ano ba yung pag sinabi if you have that kind of intelligence when you are using your visuals more, your eyes, you can see more things in terms of the beauty that you can see through your eyes. That's why nga, mga directors, mga TV movie directors, they're more into this kind of an intelligence. They have that kind of, I would say, mas advantage na nabibigyan nila ng more focus, no? Ang mas importansya. Nabibigyan nila ng mas enhancement or kagandahan ng mga bagay through what they see or what they are now trying to show us. Now, the second intelligence is linguistic, verbal, speaking, words. That was taught in school, being more on the verbal skills. And so, siguro, now, if they're able to teach us how to really use our words and how we actually talk properly, I mean, we can really learn how to speak properly, and at the same time, maybe learn a lot of languages as well. So, linguistic. The third intelligence, interpersonal intelligence. Ito ang hindi tinuro sa atin. Yung makihalubilo ka sa ibang tao. How other people would think. This is the kind of intelligence I developed after I got out from school. Because it was never taught to me. I learned it by myself. I studied it and mastered it and used it skillfully. And that's why most of my careers in terms of what I did, I was so successful because of this intelligence, interpersonal intelligence. Sabi nga it would take your IQ, if you have an IQ level na mataas, would actually make you enter a company kasi mapapasa mo yung entrance exam nila. Pero if you want to be promoted, it's not your IQ that will make you achieve a higher position. It is your EQ, your emotional intelligence. And if you are able to actually learn this other intelligence, it is intrapersonal intelligence, which I also mastered, knowing more about how I feel, how I actually use my emotions in my life, I am able to temper them or to control them, how I am able to use them, if I want to be happy, or if I am sad, how am I able to jump out of that feeling at once. So, na-master ko yan. So, because na-master ko nga itong two intelligences na ito, that was how I made my careers in the recording industry very successful. Yun lang yun. In the other intelligences, bagsak ako. That Only those two intelligences ang minaster ko. Alright, so the fifth intelligence is the one being taught in schools. The logical or the mathematical or the mathematics subjects. Yan. Yan ang fifth intelligence. So, in other words, marami palang intelligences and just one of them is itong logical, which is the main focus of all schools. Doon na sila na-focus. And the other one is musical. Magaling ka sa harmony, sa notes, sa beat, sa bilang, pagbe-beat. And you can really be an excellent you can be successful in a musical career. And many of our maestro, national artist Ryan Kiabiab has this kind of an intelligence, musical. That's why he is very good at what he's doing. So, ganyan ang importante sa atin ngayon. But ngayon, meron mga universities where they teach or they offer musical courses. Music courses like a course in music, no? So, yan. So, ngayon, nalalagyan na nila na ganyan. The other one is, eto ngayon, body kinesthetics. Another intelligence. Which is what? Using our body. Kaya kung magaling ka sumayaw, why don't you enroll in a dance school? Hindi ka babagay sa isang university dahil doon ka na sa PE, sa extracurricular. Doon mo magagamit yung special talent mo in dancing. But if you really want to really specialize in that field, you enroll in a dance school. So, importante yan. Ano pa? Sa sports. You're using your body in sports. Kaya nga, sa PE. Yan. Ngayon, may mga subjects, may mga courses na that deal with this kind of intelligence. So basically, this is now something that is really now being looked at by school authorities, no? These intelligences. And the last one is in naturalistic. These are all these 8 intelligences that I discussed were actually nagturo nito was si Howard Gardner, no? In his book, Multiple Intelligences. So basically, ito naturalistic intelligence is how we are able now to be one with nature, one with our environment. So, ito yung talaga mga taong who are really into organic, yung mga pinag-aaralan nila about what they see around us. So, these are all the other kinds of intelligences that we really have to now be aware of. Ano ang sa inyo dyan? What will make you passionate? What would you want now to choose and be passionate with? Among all those intelligences. I chose those 2 intelligences, interpersonal and intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is knowing more of who I am, going within everything that would make me be aware of who or what can make me happy or what are my strengths and weaknesses. So yun ang minaster ko. And I did not anymore. I tried to pursue a musical career, but hindi doon ang intelligence ko. I was not good in memorizing. I couldn't memorize the notes. I couldn't, actually, pag nagbabasa ako ng notes, yes, I can read the notes, but I have to count. This is do, re, mi. I have to count the lines. Pero nababasa ko siya. I understand them. Pero yung kailangan, yung sight reading, yung pag-umpisa pa lang, alam mo na kagad. And somehow, naging weakness ko yun. So I did not anymore pursue it. I did not have the discipline. Or I did not anymore create that discipline niya. Kasi para bang, doon pa lang parang ayoko na eh. I gave it up. So I still made good in the music business, but not in becoming a musician. Although I became a musician, I could play musical instruments, I could sing, but I cannot really make it real. I mean, yung talagang career ko, not like for example nga, sila Ryan Cabiab, yung mga ibang mga sikat natin mga artists and mga arrangers, no? Yung mga sikat sa, yung mga magaling sa studio work, because they have this, aside from these intelligences, I have to also maybe discuss with you the three things that we have to be able to be aware of as well. Are we kinesthetic in terms of how we actually use our body? Or are we more on visuals? Because if you're more on visuals, you can be a good director, you can be an artist, you can be a painter, you can be a photographer. Yan ang mga pwede mong gawin. Or are you into oral, audio? Ito yung magaling sa pandinig. You can be a studio technician, a producer, a musician. Yan, ganyan. Ako, bagsak ako doon sa hearing and sa visuals. I am more into kinesthetics. Kailangan feel ko ang isang bagay. I cannot do something unless I get to feel it first. So how did I take advantage of that situation? Like for example, sa music. Sa isang record company, a record will be heard by different people there. Pero someone who is an A&R, meron siya kailangan skill in how he listens to it, how he listens to a particular song. And if you are able to listen to it na by using that, kunyari, magaling ka talaga sa pantinig mo, and marami kang hinahanap sa isang kanta, kasi kunyari audio ka, o oral ka, oral is A-U-R-A-L. You will look for certain sounds na pag wala yun, sabi, ay pangit yan, wala yung ganito, ganyan. Hindi ganun kaganda yan, kasi may kulang. Alright. Sa mga katulad ko na bingi, when it comes to that, feel ko lang ang isang kanta. Kaya wala akong pakialam kung anong quality yan, kung pangit ang quality ng pagkagawa, or kung basta feel ko yung music. That's why maraming music na nag-hit, na promote ko, na nabigyan ko ng, nasuportahan ko, ganyan. Dahil I knew it would be a hit. Dahil hindi ko siya tinignan when it comes to maganda pa sa pandinig ito. Hindi. Sa akin feel ko ba ito? Masaya ba ito? Maganda ba ito? Magpapasaya ba ito? So, yun ang naging basis ko. So, that was how I actually created my presence in the music industry. Because most of the hits, I told my bosses, mag-hit ito, did not come from my hearing skills because I did not have them. Ang skill ko lang was what would make me feel, how do I feel about it. Yun lang yun feel ko ba sumayaw pag nadinig ko ito. Kasi kung ganun lang yan, nafe-feel ko ba ang gusto ng masa? Feel ko ba yung gusto ng market? Feel ko ba yung feel ng mas nakararami? Yun That's how I was able to create my I would say, success in the music industry then, because I was just feeling it. I wasn't listening to the songs. I would just listen and say, nakong feeling ko rito. And then, let it go. Wala akong judgment. Okay, so with that, sobra na pala tayo. I would like to end my class. At I'd like to say thank you to those who watch. Camille Vela. Kamusta na? Jay McLean. Okay, Jay is from Australia. Is he here? Mercedita de los Reyes Salutin is watching. Mark Angelo Malay, and sino to? June Pusta, and Mitch de Guzman is watching also. Si Jug Honey Love. Hello, Jug Honey Love, and Sandra Sobel. And so, iba pa na nakinig, si Bong Casas. Hello. Rose Subido Besa. Hello. Gerard Reyes is watching as well. Carmela Betonio, yes, hello again. M. Navarro Centeno, Nito Malay, si Mark Ballesteros, Mark K. And si Tina Pexam Garcia, thank you. Rico Puzon, Je Espartero, Sandro Sabel, okay, Joey Bunkin, and mine's Los Angeles. Thank you for watching, and of course, Hil Sabado. And sino pa ba? Hindi ko na alam kung sino, dahil nawala yung aking rito eh. Anyway, so with that, thank you for really keeping me company here in our kwan. Tignan ko, nakakamabasa. Marami sila eh. 22. Sana babasa ko yung mga pangalan nyo. Kaya pag pinipindot ko yun, hindi lumalabas yung names eh. Sabi, sayang nga eh. Sayang. Hindi ko mabasa. Ano yan? Paano ba yan? Bakit ayaw? Ano yan? But anyway, so, okay. Sobra na. Sobra na ako sa oras. Thank you. At magandang kamalayan sa inyo lahat. Thank you for attending our class today. Our online Kamalayan Learning Center class. Thank you.